My child, stop for a moment. Slow down and listen to me. What I am about to tell you will change everything. You have been searching for answers in so many places. You have tried new methods, new routines, new habits. You have told yourself that if you just worked harder, prayed longer, planned better, then finally things would shift. And yet, deep inside, you still feel that something is missing. You feel tired. You feel like you are running on a road that never seems to end. That is why I am speaking to you now. This is not an accident. This is not random. You are hearing my voice because I want you to understand something that will lift a weight you have been carrying for far too long. The change you are desperate for does not require more effort. It does not require a secret formula. It does not require you to become someone else. It requires one simple shift. And no, it is not the kind of trick the world teaches. It is not manipulation. It is not pretending. It is not striving until you collapse. It is something far deeper, far quieter, and far more powerful. You have been trying to control everything around you. You have been holding your future in clenched hands, afraid that if you loosen your grip even a little, everything will fall apart. You tell yourself that you must stay strong, that you must not let anyone see you struggle. You believe that if you do not fix it, no one will. But my child, you were never meant to carry all of this alone. Right now, at this very moment, you stand at a turning point. You can continue pushing and exhausting yourself, or you can listen carefully to what I am about to reveal. Do not skip this. Do not brush this aside. What I am about to show you is something you have overlooked your entire life. This one shift will change the way you think. It will change the way you pray. It will change the way you face tomorrow. It will bring peace where there has been pressure. It will bring clarity where there has been confusion. Lean in. Quiet the noise around you. Let my words settle into your heart. Because once you understand this one truth, nothing will ever feel the same again. My child, I see what you have been carrying, even the parts you have not spoken out loud. You try to stay composed. You tell everyone you are fine. You keep moving, keep working, keep showing up. But when the room gets quiet and you are alone with your thoughts, the weight presses in on you. The questions grow louder. The doubts whisper things you would never admit to anyone else. You have wondered why it feels so hard. You have asked me in silent prayers, why is nothing changing? Why do I feel stuck? Why am I this tired? And sometimes, when the answers did not come quickly, you questioned yourself. You wondered if you were doing something wrong. You wondered if you were falling behind, while everyone else seemed to move forward. I know about the nights you lay awake, replaying conversations in your mind. I know about the moments when you smiled in public but felt anxious inside. I saw the deep breath you took before responding calmly, even though your heart was racing. I heard the prayers you whispered that felt like they hit the ceiling and came back down. You have been trying so hard to be strong. You thought strength meant silence. You believed that maturity meant handling everything on your own. You told yourself that if you just pushed a little more, endured a little longer, then maybe the breakthrough would come. But my child, I never asked you to pretend you were unshakable. I never asked you to hide your fears from me. I never expected you to carry responsibilities that were never yours in the first place. You feel pressure because you believe everything depends on you. You feel exhausted because you are fighting battles I did not assign to you. You feel anxious because you are trying to control outcomes that were always in my hands. And still, even in your confusion, you kept going. Even in your weariness, you kept believing, even if that belief was small and trembling. That matters to me more than you realize. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed. You are not faithless because you have questions. You are not forgotten because the answer has not arrived yet. I have been closer than your next breath, watching over you, guarding you in ways you cannot see. I know the hidden tears. I know the private disappointments. I know the quiet longing in your heart for things to finally shift. And that is why what I am about to reveal is so important. Because the change you desire begins right where you are most tired. My child, here is the one shift that changes everything. It is not working harder. It is not learning more strategy. It is not waiting for the perfect moment. The shift is surrender. I know that word can make you uncomfortable. You have been taught that surrender means defeat. You have been told that letting go means losing. But that is not my definition. When I speak of surrender, I am not asking you to quit. I am asking you to release what was never yours to control. You have been gripping your future with tight hands, afraid that if you loosen them, everything will slip away. You have been carrying outcomes on your shoulders as if the world rests there. You plan every detail. You analyze every possibility. You prepare for every worst-case scenario. And when things still do not go the way you expected, you blame yourself. But listen to me carefully. You are not the author of every outcome. You are not responsible for holding the universe together. It has always been my role. The exhaustion you feel is not from obedience. It is from over-control. It is from trying to manage what only I can manage. You thought faith meant asking me to bless your plans. But true trust means allowing me to lead, even when my path looks different from yours. Surrender is not weakness. It is alignment. It is the moment you stop saying, I must fix this, and begin saying, Father, I trust you with this. It is the quiet decision to unclench your fists and place your worries into my hands. You fear that if you let go, nothing will happen. But the truth is this. When you finally release what you cannot control, you make room for me to move in ways you never could. The breakthrough did not begin when you tried harder. It begins when you trust deeper. Some of your frustration has come from believing that more effort equals more results. But my kingdom does not operate on human pressure. It operates on trust, obedience, and rest in me. I do not need your anxiety to accomplish my plans. I do not need your constant striving to open doors. What I desire is your heart at peace. What I desire is your willingness to say, I cannot do this alone, and I no longer want to. Let this truth settle inside you. You were never meant to control everything. You were meant to walk with me. And when you surrender, you do not lose control. You place your life into the hands of the one who has always been in control. My child, now that you understand what surrender truly means, I want you to hear my promise clearly. When you release what you cannot control, you are not stepping into emptiness. You are stepping into my strength. You have believed that if you stopped striving, everything would fall apart. But look back carefully. Even when you were exhausted, even when your plans failed, even when doors closed unexpectedly, you were still carried. You are still here. You are still standing. It was not your strength alone. It was my hand sustaining you. Surrender does not make you passive. It positions you. It shifts you from panic into partnership with me. When you trust me with your future, I begin aligning things behind the scenes in ways you cannot see. Conversations you have not heard yet. Opportunities you did not know were forming. Protection from outcomes that would have harmed you. Delays that were not denial but divine timing. You called some seasons setbacks. I called them preparation. You called some closed doors rejection. I called them redirection. You thought you were losing time. I was building character, resilience, and deeper faith within you. I am not slow. I am intentional. What feels delayed to you has never been forgotten by me. I know the desires in your heart. I placed many of them there. But I care more about who you are becoming than how fast you are arriving. And as you learn to trust me instead of forcing outcomes, you grow stronger in ways that cannot be shaken. You are not alone in this process. I go before you. I walk beside you. I stand behind you as your covering. Nothing that is truly meant for you will miss you. What I have prepared for you does not require you to manipulate, peg, or exhaust yourself to obtain it. When you surrender, you step into rest. And from that place of rest, confidence rises. Not confidence in your own control, but confidence in my faithfulness. I am not asking you to shrink back. I am inviting you to stand firm in trust. Lift your head. Breathe deeply. The weight you were never meant to carry is not yours anymore. I am working, even when you cannot see it. I am moving, even when you cannot feel it. And as you choose to trust me, you will discover that everything begins to change, not because you tried harder, but because you finally allowed me to lead. My child, now you stand at the moment of decision. You have heard my voice. You have felt the truth settling into your heart. This is where everything begins to change. Not tomorrow, not when circumstances shift, but now. Surrender is not a feeling. It is a choice. So choose it. Release the pressure. Lay down the need to control every detail. Speak it quietly if you must, but mean it deeply. Father, I trust you. In that simple act, chains begin to loosen. In that quiet trust, peace begins to rise. Do not pick the weight back up after this message ends. When anxious thoughts return, remind yourself who holds your future. When fear whispers, answer it with trust. Walk forward knowing I am already ahead of you. Let this be the day you stop striving alone. Let this be the moment you finally rest in me. If this message has touched your heart, do not keep it to yourself. Like this video so more of my children can see it. Share it with someone who is tired of carrying too much. Write in the comments, I surrender, and make it your declaration of faith. Subscribe to this channel and stay close to these moments where I remind you who you are. And now, my child, as this message settles in your spirit, I am inviting you into something deeper. This word you received today is not just for you. There are thousands who are still drowning in pressure, still trapped in silent exhaustion, still believing they must carry life alone. When you choose to give through PayPal, you are not supporting a channel. You are helping me reach another weary heart. You are placing seed into soil that produces eternal harvest. I told you in my word that when you sow generously, you will reap generously, and I speak that promise over you now as living truth. As you release your gift, I release provision, peace, and multiplying grace back into your life. This is your moment to act in faith. Do not scroll past this divine invitation. Go to the PayPal link in the description or use the QR code on your screen and give as I lead you. Let your obedience become light for someone else's darkness. Sow the seed. Step into the harvest. And trust me to do the rest. Now rest, my child. I am holding what you have surrendered, and I will never fail you.